Good morning. I'm walking quickly because there's lots of mosquitoes and flies through here, but it's beautiful. And I've really been chewing on a lot of things this morning. I missed him. I don't feel him in the same way I felt him shortly after he died. But as I was tuning into his spirit this morning, I was feeling that he's moving on. He's moved on to whatever life has called him to next. And the greatest gift I can give him is to just surrender him to that. Surrender and let go. But I still talked with him. And I felt like, oh, you come close when you're called, because your spirit is nimble and quick when you're outside of your body. And it felt like some brief moments of connection, and then I felt like I could move on with my walk and swatting mosquitoes. I think I felt like the solemnness that I was feeling kind of lifted and shifted. And then I really found myself kind of swirling a bit in the upcoming changes and just feeling how those feel scary because they're unfamiliar. I feel like I'm stepping out on this belief that I have that life can be this fluid flow when we're aligned, like work and play and family time and all of the things can be really woven into a fluid, can just be a lot more fluid than this kind of rigid where time is separated out and there's work time and then there's out of work time and there's family time and then there's, just like all the distinctions. And I feel like when we're in that flow where they all flow together, these mosquitoes are bad. It feels alive. It feels like, I think it feels scary because I feel like I'm stepping out on my growing edge. And scary also feels exciting and adventurous. But I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the fear that I have. I think it's the fear of falling flat, the fear of my ideas and the stuff that's stirring in me, fear that it won't pan out the way my heart wants it to. But I definitely received a huge kind of inside nudge to just step without having the whole plan mapped out, because that felt like stepping into this next phase, kind of repeating how I've been living, which is where it's all planned. And I kind of know what's next and know where I'm going. I do have general ideas of where I'm going. I do definitely know what's pulling me, and that feels pretty clear, but I don't know the next steps, the day-to-day steps that I need to take. Those are not so clear. How it's going to evolve is not so clear. All the key players is not so clear. How I'm going to make this work is not so clear. And yet I feel like that taking this step is what life is calling me to do, and to just trust it, that the earth is there beneath my feet to hold me, that spirit is surrounding me, that God and wisdom and, all of the, that which animates us is propelling me from the inside. And that I do trust. I trust all of that. So, I think I'm walking out of these woods with many, many mosquito bites. At a certain point behind me, I got this big, do not keep going. Turn around now, because it heads down into the lower areas that are just even more moist and damp and breeding grounds for mosquitoes. Whew. So, I guess I'm talking about this out loud, just in the same way I talked about navigating cancer with Tim out loud, because stepping out into the void, into the unknown, into the stuff that's pulling at us from the inside, it's hard. It's scary. I've known this, being in the role of therapist and coach and all of those things, but and minister too. But doing it right now myself, I feel like I'm being put really face to face with these feelings and inner experiences directly in a whole new way. So I'm just talking about them in case you feel pulled and then you feel stuck because you find yourself face to face with all of your fears. I think that's normal. I think that's why change is so hard, and yet change is inevitable in life. And either we allow ourselves to change and follow those inner promptings, or outer circumstances are going to change and force us to change, to meet them. So, all right, that's all I have to say right now. I'm going to keep walking and swatting. I hate killing these creatures, but I have very little compassion for them right now because I'm itching like crazy. Okay, that's it. Peace.